Join Ada and special guest on Ada Tell Us Today Show.
From where I started from. Listen, this is what she said. Nobody told me that the road would be. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Oh, why don't y'all sing it? No.
I've noticed today that we don't always sing the hymns, and how do we actually preserve gospel music?
The 21st century musicians in some instances don't even know how to play by music. They cannot read the music, and they don't understand that you don't tear down the bridge that brought you over. The lyrics in those songs told stories. They told stories of oppression. They told stories of victory. They told how a people persevered in spite of everything and held on to the God that they were given in captivity and made him the God of Moses, the God of Daniel, the liberator, the deliverer. A lot of people dance now to contemporary music. I'm not saying that that is wrong, but where is the message that you get from the music of who Jesus is and why that music was so important, how it brought us over, how I got over it. My soul looked back and wondered how I got over it. In times like these, we need a savior. Times like these, we need an answer. There is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's vein, and sinners plunge beneath that blood, lose all their guilt and pain. Sweet hour of prayer that called me from a world of care. I don't feel no ways tired. I mean, there's so many songs that we need now, especially in the Black Lives Matters crisis, with the police shootings, with the violence, black on black violence, not just police violence, the disintegration of the family, where we have children who have never seen the inside of a church, parents who have never seen the inside of the church, who don't know who Jesus is. And we need to share the message of his love, of his care, of his forgiveness, of his repentance, of him being there in spite of everything.
What can we actually do to really make a change from where we are now to preserve that culture?
Our older musicians have to mentor our younger musicians. Our younger musicians have to be willing to learn from their elders. They have to respect them. We need more intergenerational music seminars. You have them at the workshop, you have them at the Dorsey Convention, where pastors and musicians sit down and talk about issues related to music. But we have to bring back the hymns. And you can have contemporary music one Sunday, traditional music one Sunday, praise and worship one Sunday. You can even bring the deacons back and Dr. Watts one Sunday.
Now tell me a little bit about the deacons and Dr. Watts. I've heard, but I don't know a lot, and I'm sure there are so many people out there who really need to be educated.
But believe it or not, Isaac Watts was an Englishman.
Really?
Yes, who wrote these songs. Charles Wesley as well wrote songs. Charles Wesley founded the Methodist religion, but many of the people in the Methodist religion became what? Pentecostals.
Really? That's interesting.
Holiness came from the people in Britain who were opposed, I assume, to slavery and to what was going on. We have that rich heritage, and the Dr. Watts were sung by the slaves in what they called bush arbor or hush arbor, places that they would steal away and sing.
Give me some samples of some names of those songs.
Well, I can think of some of the spirituals right now, Steal Away, that said, okay, get ready, Harriet Tubman or someone.
So what they were saying was...
Go to the creek.
That's what that
You got a passage.
What about the Jordan River? I hear a lot about...
Yes, the Jordan River going up yonder.
Yeah.
That meant they were on their way to Canada.
Isn't that interesting?
Steal away.
Still a
Chariots coming.
Now tell me a little bit about that. That meant that
It's time to get out of here.
get up. Okay.
And I visited Thomas Dorsey's home church in Villa Rica, Georgia. They have a very, very strong chapter there.
Oh, interesting.
In Thomas Dorsey organization that commemorates him. And it began after his death, so it's been going on about 22 years. But in one of the church services, I saw something I had never seen in the North. The deacon, one got on his knee, they got in a circle, and he went around from deacon to deacon, shaking hands. And when the pastor got up, he said, "This is from slave days."
Wow.
And when they did that, they were passing things to the slave that was getting ready to leave.
Isn't that
One might have a
interesting?
potato,
Uh-huh.
one might have a piece of cornbread. So
Wow.
this was the way they said goodbye and gave them something. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. And the
Pitied
deacon
all
will
my
say it.
groans.
I love the Lord. He heard my cry.
Oh, yes.
And then everybody goes,
I love the Lord.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Those are Dr. Watts.
Give me some more of those. Because I grew up in the Baptist church singing them, but I didn't understand the history behind.
And those songs can be sung in 2 or 3 different temples. At Dr. Watts, I love the Lord, He heard my cry, is sung in Lutheran Episcopalian churches as a straight hymn.
Oh,
Straight
interesting.
doctrine.
Uh-huh.
Short meter, long meter, and common meter are different ways. We as black people usually use long meter. We drag the song out. I love the Lord, He heard my cry and pitied every groan.
yes.
So you can sing it in different temples, but we have always put our own stamp on our music, made it very, very personal.
We want you guys to please get in touch with Dr. Catherine Kemp. You will be so glad that you did.